The United States versus Iran. The annual defense budget of the United States is $664 billion, which is 2.4% of its gross domestic product, or GDP. The annual defense budget of Iran is $17.1 billion, which is 6% of its GDP. The United States has a total population of 321 million people, with 120 million fit for service. It has 1.4 million people who are active frontline personnel, and it has 1.1 million who are active reserve personnel. Iran has a total population of 82 million people, with 39.5 million who are fit for service. It has 545,000 people who are active frontline personnel, and it has 1.8 million who are active reserve personnel. The United States' frontline manpower is nearly 3 times larger than that of Iran, but if both nations called on their reserves, the United States' manpower would be reduced to 1.06 times that of Iran. There is a drastic difference in the amount of tanks between both nations. The United States has 8,800 tanks, while Iran only has 1,700 tanks. That difference becomes even more monumental when you consider both nations' Armored Fighting Vehicle, or AFV, strength. The United States has more than 30 times the amount of AFVs as that of Iran. Other land units that both armies employ are self-propelled guns, towed artillery, and multiple launch rocket systems. When comparing aircraft strength, the United States vastly overpowers Iran with 13,444 aircrafts compared to Iran's 479 aircrafts. The United States' most favorite aircraft is its own F-16 Fighting Falcon. Ironically, Iran's most favorite aircraft is the United States' developed Grumman F-14 Tomcat. Looking at naval power, both nations seem to be similarly matched at first glance. The United States with 415 total ships and Iran with 395 total ships. But as you break these numbers down, you see a massive difference in the amount of firepower between the two nations, with 254 of Iran's ships being patrol craft. On the subject of nuclear warfare, the United States has 5,100 warheads on standby. Iran currently has no nuclear weapons, but is pursuing a uranium enrichment program that could provide it with the capability to produce them within the next several years. We must remember that almost every ground vehicle, aircraft, and naval unit needs fuel to be employed. The United States currently consumes 18.7 million barrels of oil a day and produces 9 million barrels daily with a 22.5 billion barrel oil reserve. Iran, on the other hand, consumes 1.8 million barrels of oil a day and produces 4.2 million barrels daily with a staggering 133 billion barrel oil reserve. As we progress through the digital age, cyber warfare is becoming a critical part of a nation's strength. The United States is known to be investing heavily in cyber warfare with their Cyber Command program. Iran has created the Supreme Council on Cyberspace, investing more than $1 billion in cyber infrastructure and technology, along with recruiting more than 100,000 personnel. This has been a brief look at how these two nations match up against one another. Let us know in the comments who you think would win in a matchup between America and Iran. Also, make sure you click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more matchup videos.